Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. Now, the question is, can you lose weight by eating less and not exercising? And the answer to that question is, in my opinion, yes. And in fact, I believe that it's actually a very good idea. Even though lots of so-called weight loss experts out there will say, no, you should do both. And, if you ask anyone, if you tell anyone that you know, including your friends, I want to lose weight, well, they've been indoctrined to just believe and to tell you back, go down the gym. And it's one of the worst pieces of advice that there is, I'm afraid. And I'll tell you exactly why that is now, because people just don't really understand why people have weight problems. Now, if you're overweight, you actually have a very similar problem to an alcoholic or a drug addict or a gambling addict. You're basically a type of addict, and you're addicted to eating too much food and also eating unhealthy food. And you kind of use food also to give you pleasure as well, which is really, in a way, actually many of us do that. The way food is advertised, I was in the supermarket the other day and it was advertised, some kind of chocolate, and it said on the side, indulge yourself. So, we're encouraged, the food industry is barely regulated compared to, say, the tobacco industry, and we're just encouraged to get loads of pleasure from eating our food. Now, food is supposed to provide some pleasure. That's what makes it attractive and makes us want to eat it, as well as our hunger. But it really, in many ways, was not meant to be that amazing, okay? So let's go back to the original question. Can you lose weight by eating less and not exercising? Yes, you can. And the reason I want to say that you should I recommend that you concentrate on minimizing the number of calories in your diet by eating less, first of all, right? And the reason for that is twofold. One, it's much easier to do that. If you eat 500 less calories per day, then you will lose a pound a week safely. Now, try and burn 500 more calories through exercise, and I tell you, it's much harder. You're going to have to do a lot of exercise to burn 500 calories. So it's much easier to do it by eating less, even though, of course, you're going to have to cope with the cravings and that kind of thing. It is much easier to do it that way. And the other reason is, a lot of people are put off by exercise. So you're already eating less, and that's already enough of a struggle, at least to start off with, when you start losing weight, getting used to this new routine of eating less food. Now, if you're supposed to go down the gym too and work out like a maniac, well, is it little wonder that so many people give up after a week or two, because they just think, I just don't want to live like this. This is just not the way I want to be. And you almost reach the thought that you think, well, I'd almost rather be overweight and, not have to live this kind of hell that I've been put through. So I would say to you that, it is that you can do both. There's not a problem with that. Exercise is good for you, it improves your mental health, and it can help you eat less and stave off the hunger too. But if you're just not up to doing both, and you really don't want to do the gym, then don't worry about it. Just concentrate first of all on eating fewer calories, and you can actually do that very easily just by changing your diet. Actually, just by eating more healthy. Stop drinking soda. Drink only water. Right? It will take a few days to get used to water, but after a while, you'll have no problem with water, and you'll actually find sodas taste sickly. That you just won't even want a soda anymore. Stop eating chips. Stop eating candy, or minimize how much candy you eat. Now, just doing those three things alone, you will start to lose weight. Okay, so these are just some tips I wanted to share with you, and I want to just make it clear to you that you don't have to listen to the advice that says you must exercise. You definitely don't have to exercise. It's optional. It's good, it's helpful, but you don't have to. And especially if you're starting off, if you think it's going to not be good for you initially, it's going to make it too hard for you, then just don't do it. I just want to say to you before I go, listen, that this weight loss problem, it's not your fault. There's a lot of people who are overweight these days, and it affects so many people. And as we get older, it affects the majority of people, actually. So it's not your fault. Don't feel guilty about it. I just want to tell you that if you want to succeed this time, if you want to succeed and you want to get rid of your excess weight and do it on a permanent basis, then I really want to recommend to you a site I put in the description box below. So just click on the URL I'll put down there, and it will take you to that site that has helped thousands of people to be successful in their weight loss and to do it permanently. And they've had almost like a kind of complete mindset change, and it's not hard for them. It's not like they will always crave greasy food or sweet food for the rest of their life. No, these people are changed. So have a look. It's helped thousands of other people, and it can help you too. And if you go immediately, there's a really amazing tip that you won't have heard anywhere else on how to easily and quickly burn your stomach fat, so you can get that washboard stomach that you've always wanted. So have a look. It's going to blow you away, this site. It's like nothing else out there. So just click on that link down there, and I will see you soon in my next video. Take care.